Residential Report Writing and Case Studies. Chapter 5, the Uniform Appraisal Dataset. Page 7. Purpose of UAD. According to the Fannie Mae / Freddie Mac website, document titled Uniform Appraisal Dataset, UAD. Overview. The UAD is intended to provide lenders with greater confidence in loan quality by offering enhanced appraisal data quality and integrity regarding the collateral value of their loans, create efficiency and consistency in appraisal reviews by offering appraisers and lenders an improved view and understanding of the GSE appraisal data requirements. Support processes to manage and mitigate valuation risk by resolving inconsistencies with appraisal data, including formatting, terminology, and use of descriptions. UAD standardization is intended to support consistent appraisal reporting throughout the country. According to the UAD overview document, the GSEs have noted vague or disparate data currently included on some appraisal reports, such as variations in formatting numbers, dates, and measures, inconsistent terminology for identical information, such as waterfront versus oceanfront, inconsistent use of descriptions. For example, quality of construction is sometimes reported in absolute terms such as brick, and sometimes in relative terms such as average. Because of the inconsistencies noted in appraisal reports, the UAD provides for standardized formats for fields that include dates, values, etc. Allowable values from a list of choices to be provided for certain fields. Standardized abbreviations to allow more information to fit on the printed appraisal forms. Standardized ratings and definitions for the condition and quality of the property and updated / remodeled status. Specific examples of these new requirements will appear throughout this chapter. End of page. Residential Report Writing and Case Studies. Chapter 5, the Uniform Appraisal Dataset. Page 8, UAD and Forms. As appraisers well know, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have established standard residential appraisal reporting forms, most of which were last updated in 2005. While the appraisal forms themselves were not changed as part of the UAD, the GSEs did change some of the input requirements for the form fields. Many of the fields now require appraisers select entries from a prepared list of entries or abbreviations. End of page. Chapter 5, Residential Report Writing and Case Studies. Chapter 5, the Uniform Appraisal Dataset. Page 9, standard lists, and string sequences. One of the silver linings in the UAD is the fact that many of the UAD data entry requirements are based on prepared lists, and the appraiser is merely required to select an item from the list, rather than having to memorize a list of standard abbreviations. The appraiser simply selects one from a drop-down list or pop-up box, and it will automatically populate the correct fields on the form. Some programs are automatic and self-correcting. For instance, standardized date and number formatting, which means that if an appraiser types in a date in an incorrect format, the program will automatically correct it to be UAD compliant. Furthermore, the form software application is interactive, and so the appraiser is prompted to complete many of the required fields based on answers to previous questions. This is sometimes called a string sequence because an answer to a question will then trigger a string of additional questions based on the answer provided. For example, on page 1 of the URAR, if the appraiser answers yes to the question, is the subject property currently offered for sale, or has it been offered for sale in the 12 months prior to the effective date of the appraisal? The appraiser is then prompted to fill in the days on market, offering prices, and listing dates. If the appraiser answers no to this question, the program simply skips to the next section of the form. End of page. Residential report writing and case studies. Chapter 5, the Uniform Appraisal Dataset. Page 10, UAD Applicability. The data entry requirements of the UAD only apply to the appraisal of single-family dwellings. Single-family dwellings with an accessory unit. Units in a planned unit development, PUD, or condominium units. Specifically, the UAD applies to appraisals that are reported on these 4 form types: form name, Fannie Mae number, Freddie Mac. Form name, pound. There's nothing for Fannie Mae and there's nothing for Freddie Mac. Form name, URAR form. Fannie Mae number, 1004. Freddie Mac number, 70. Form name, exterior only report form, Fannie Mae number, 2055. Freddie Mac number, 2055. Form name, condominium report form, Fannie Mae number, 1073. Freddie Mac number 465. Form name, exterior only condo report form. Fannie Mae number 1075. Freddie Mac number 466. Eventually, the UAD may be expanded to include other form types, but as of April 2014, only these 4 forms must be completed in accordance with the UAD. These 4 forms are collectively referred to as the 4 UAD forms. End of page.